again, Party Astronauts, we've talked about it a couple of times, how they're one of those free agent teams that everybody's always saying, man, we gotta pick them up. We gotta see them get ordered. We gotta see them overseas, or maybe more opportunities. Well, playing like this, that's what's gonna get you there.
Man, oh man. Well, quickly into this second of 2 maps. It's a fast cave play as Chop wastes no time getting up into the faces of the CTs. Has players behind him going through the smoke. There are 3 players on the other side. Dinked accidentally is one of them, and it's going to be finished off. Eventually, Rush does catch DJ with his back turned, and everything from then on should be a cakewalk, seeing as that stack on the top of one another has gotten the high HP players swept away. Only 2 remain, and Scar is in the red.
And I don't even know if it's really worth saving at this point, right? Like, that armor is going to be chunked down. danss is the only one with armor worth saving. You are nowhere near this kit just yet. You have to fight to it. At that point, you might as well give this a look in, or maybe not. Just to go with saving the extra $400. I'm really not all that sure that the kill will inevitably come through, whether it's Wolfie, whether it's Stop, whether it's Rush. It is a Party Astronauts pistol.
Continuing that same streak. Great look, even still, nothing too complicated either. A pretty standard pistol round play, but the pace of Chop getting that far into cave by the time the CTs had even arrived to the front side of the site speaks volumes to the currently neck above and beyond game plan put forth by Party Astronauts that really, again, hasn't looked like Glaive levels of running, but certainly well-composed team of 5, a team that's been broken apart considerably from their pretty consistent look as, what was, I think, 4 of the 5 players having played together for so very long. You'd think it would have taken a little bit longer before they hit that honeymoon, but they're hitting their stride right here and right now with the 5 they've cobbled up together as of this season.
Well, here. So far, not much happening. Party Astronauts just, again, chill around B ramp. Waiting for the initial sets of utility to dissipate. And there's not a lot to go around for Mice. They have to be sparse with how they continue to ration this out around the board. Molly, I actually don't know why my brain told me that was for Mite. But nonetheless, it's not like Party Astronauts are hiding their soon-to-be route of approach. Flashback engaged, mistimed, and it even was missed on top of that.
Oh.
Can't be.
Man.
Can't be.
Dinked up at the corner, but at the bottom of the ramp just the same. They exchanged, but it isn't going to come to matter, considering Rush is still much more healthier than any of the others. They've got this man advantage to play with, but the boost this time around is more fruitful with 20 seconds left on the clock. C4 put onto the ground. They shouldn't be able to stop it. It's going to be an awkward one. They have players holding from the left and right side. They're going to have to crack through Cxzi if they want anything. They won't be able to do so to begin onto this retake with only a couple of deagles left over. It's going to have to be some nasty shots, but they're already on the save.
Dude, that was horrifying because Nifty ended up, like, just gunning it through that smoke, and the one planting was Rush on 30 HP. 2 clean shots. All of a sudden, the bombs dropped in the middle of nowhere. The closest nearby is in B ramp with 10 seconds to go. Like, that could have really been the perfect mixture for Mike's first round in the series. But Party Astronauts, again, in the heat of chaos, they don't fumble.
Do not yield in the face of adversity. In a round that feels like it's tighter than in reality it was. Certainly could have gone haywire. Shows some pretty good composure from Party Astronauts too, as this buy is going to be lesser than the last. You can continue to convert these rounds and build upon what is now a 15-round consecutive stretch here on Ancient. They've looked just as potent as they did previously on Overpass. I'm unsure as to who won out on this knife round for the map, but I can't say that PA don't look comfortable at every given turn. Pistols with only a couple of nades to toss down. It's going to be at B more than anything else as they look to prone into A. It's once again a perfect call. Little does Ben Leet know, nobody's home.
Party Astronauts are slicing through them right now, whether it's via kills, via game plan, via calls. It's just, man, it's perfect. This will be another round that's uncontentious for Mite. I'd imagine there's going to be some last hoorah of just trying to take some guns out of enemy hands. As you went to the first rifle, these unarmored deagles, the even armored deagles aren't really gonna give you all that much. But they don't seem too hot off the presses to try and do so. I mean, finally taking the fight in mid with only half of the timer ticked. Getting these guns is another issue. I don't know how close they'll come to it, but they are doing respectably well at keeping keeping T's stuck in this site for the time being, in the bomb radius, in the blast zone, so to speak. But not for long enough for it to matter. Quick 3-0 start again for the Party Astronauts. And even some BM for good measure out of Wolfie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very alarmed for this first rifle round, I must say.
Yeah. I'm reserving my thoughts.
Sure.
You'll know them. For now, I keep them to myself as it's good mid-utility encounter. This is what you'll see in a typical map theory for Ancient to be able to deny from both sides. It is going to be the CT stumped more than anything else, though. Chop, not able to get inside of the cave, but the Molly will force and flush anybody out who was inside for a moment, though, as danss looks to be able to maybe get a kill onto the shelf players as he smokes off bottom mid once again. He's alone, though, and that's going to be the biggest issue.
This round seems like it has a war of utility written all over it. Whoever holds the most going into the final few seconds, final execute is, I think, really going to come out ahead. Artillery be damned. That well-placed Molly is going to put DJ in a lot of turmoil. Even spotting out that there's at least 2 players at the cave entrance is a big deal.
Ooh, good nade.
To try and chip down snakes. I like where your head's at, but...
A one-shot to the
It was almost, you know.
89 HP,
Big
one shot to
plays.
Galil. Yeah.
The one Galil on the boards.
Yeah.
Is that actually true? I thought Galil was 88.
They have 2 players without any head armor, I noticed now, actually. So the Galil and Mac 10 might have more to say into this round than we may even believe. It might come down to the wire if those 2 guns are head-to-head, but I want to see the fact that they have no utility left on the CT side come into play sooner than anything else, because the T side, too, have nothing really left. A singular smoke.
That's their last Molly. I don't know if I like that. They didn't entirely wait for the utility to be thrown at Party Astronauts. They do have to commit to B, but the thing is, there's no counter utility to stop them in. The timer, yeah, but every single time the time has gone low. Hasn't really mattered at all. What? Again, they manage it well every single time. Party Astronauts, I don't know how on God's green earth they are ahead of the curve every single time, but they're doing it flawlessly.
This is a clutch for danss that would put them on the map. It's not undoable. Chop is low, and his position is only being held by 1. It's Ben Leet, the first found, half HP, and he's got a piece of utility that he tucks at him immediately. And now with Cxzi having the AWP, it should be a done deal. Bomb planted for him. No kit on the waistline of danss. This is going to be a fall away. Another round of 4th. Party Astronauts losing bodies towards the end, but in the bomb site take itself, looking as tight as it did on the time, it was beautiful.
Again, I don't like that Molly. I mean, time and time again now, Party Astronauts have shown that they are going to manage the timer. They don't care if there's 20 seconds left and they're going into an execute. Their things are going to be in order as they were again. And if you're might, it feels like this round is a difference of waiting like 2 or 3 seconds to throw that Molotov to confirm that there will be people coming through. Buy a little more time for that rotation. Get a little better set up. Get a little more info. Instead, the last Molly on Scar is just kind of thrown on a whim. The timer's running low, put the pressure on, but they're not going to be pressured.
Well, I mean, it gets a little bit awkward in the late stages of these rounds in general, and being the only rifle in the server and walking it out into mid and dying to Cxzi is going to make it a lot easier of a read for Party Astronauts to play from then on. 2 players, bottom side, rifle retrieved. But DJ is stuck out on an island inside of the cave. If he's able to get something done with this gun, it might be something to work with, but it's a deagle in this spot. Not an ideal position for that weapon, I must say. The 5.7, much more potent and less expensive, might I add.
True. Eagle, and you shall receive, Nifty. No matter how good you're playing or not, I mean, you're gonna get that kill 10 times out of 10. Rush, good timing, spots a player behind the pillar, and there's no more unknowns in this round. That's what's important to acknowledge right now. They know somebody's in cave, they spotted the second B site player, and you know there were 2 in mid. Every entity, every asset is spotted right now for Party Astronauts. Albeit, 3-on-4 seems daunting, but that's only until the first kill comes back through. Rush flick! Almost in.
This is where Wolfie's up becomes a problem, actually.
Kills. You're right. Or maybe not.
I thought it would be. How could I really think any different? Close range, 2 players inside a cave. Felt like it was almost undoable for him, but, you know, Wolfie, he subverts expectations every now and then, and he might get another one for his trouble, unless Ben Lee has his cross.
I mean, still, it was a messy eco, right? That, we gotta say, that was ultimately a win for
for sure.
But the fact is, how long can we keep saying it was, you know, it's ultimately a win, or it was a good-looking round? Like, this is technically 18-0 right now. Like, this is hard to swallow.
Oof. A little bit of an oopsie daisy from Party Astronauts, a slip, if you will, but they do not fall. Managed to keep themselves stable. Best round we'll see in terms of utility from the CTs all game to this point, to this extent.
Oh!
2 turning away from one another, and it's mid clean for free. 2 players into the ground, and DJ, what can you do? Rush on the other end, a flash to the ramp, but it's not there. They look to end. It's instead going to be the cutoff as info is gained. Cxzi knows now there's at least one towards that A site, and there are 3 alive. You can cut your losses and play for one or the other.
They have got great info on these
Nifty's
rotations,
fully
too.
exposed.
This is weird, because, like, you know that DJ's on B, you know that Nifty's on A. It is quite literally a pick your poison moment. It doesn't matter, right? Like, DJ is so low. Oh, wait, no, Wolfie has the op. This actually may not matter in the inverse, because if you miss a shot, you're not going to get that back. Party Astronauts, this was their round. Do not forget that. Did everything right, but it seems like Nifty's doing it better. Split up again, a rare misstep from the Party Astronauts. But it should still be a plant in the end from Wolfie, and the one with health right now is Nifty. Not exactly who you want it to be on, but we'll soon see. An engagement.
Dangerous.
Of a lifetime, no way!
What?
Nifty just turned, and he went back in to Wolfie's barrel. A heartbreaking finish.
DJ has an AK and he's spamming CT spawn, and Nifty thinks it's a T on the flank. He turns around, not aware, and it's going to cost them. He had the perfect play. And how can you fault either of them, to be completely honest with you? It's DJ who's trying to give them the timing after the bomb plant to maybe get a kill through. And Nifty, how can he react any differently, getting shot right behind, it sounds like? Communication may be lacking, I guess.
It was Party Astronauts rounds to begin with, right? But the fact is, that is such a heartbreaker. Like, it doesn't matter who's in that spot. Like, you're hitting that shot. Nifty was perfectly positioned. That was a 1v2 guaranteed. Like, no questions asked. And whether the clutch would have come through from there, argument to be made. Sure, but the point is, that should have been a round win for Mike. Or at least a big advantage in the end. But one mishap. One tiny mistake between 2, if you can even call it a mistake.
A little bit of a weird mid-round from Ben Lee, like you said, a little bit of an awkward moment from them, a moment of weakness between 2 minds. They looked like they wanted to both walk into A and B simultaneously, and with that, having that man advantage doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. To let one player cook on one side of the map, you know that one player is residing on. At that point, you may as well just body up and try one or the other. Yep. You're 50-50ing with either of those 2 separated attacks in the first place, but again, a moment of weakness, a chip in the armor of what has been otherwise been an absolutely stellar-looking T side from both maps from Party Astronauts, and they still manage to maintain 6-0, whether it be a mishap or not.
Yeah, but this just looked like a legitimate game for Mike. 6-0, I don't know if it really paints the whole story. It's been far more competitive, and I am happy to see it, but score seems also similar. And again, the A site's left wide open. Party Astronauts, you'd think after this much decimation, it would look a bit repetitive in some of these rounds, but it's all unique, man. We haven't seen them go out with a round like this. Maybe there's a good reason behind that. Scar almost handed the first kill onto Ben Lee as he jumps on top of the boosted angle. And there's plenty of call for rotation, plenty of time to get it too. They've got everything going for them again in this round. And alongside that, they've added what seems to be a very rare man advantage on top of it. Chop. everything as he spots the barrel of Nifty. No intentions on re-peeking that either. Now is where time's gonna matter.
Yeah, this is where they usually have the bottom of B steps entirely in their control. That, or they're at the front side of A main, ready to pop through the mid. Pressure from the CT is going to be well timed, I thought. It looked like it was going to be good, but Cxzi perfectly positions his crosshair, expecting that to be the case. And they fall flat. They get no kills. The man advantage soon turns into one disadvantage. This time is still low enough to where maybe there can be something to be said, but not when Cxzi is on the case. A stellar round to find 3 in the A bomb site is free for the taking, all thanks to him in the round as well. With all 4 collected, a 7th round, and they can do no wrong.
It's invaluable right now for the party astronauts, man. Like, they're eating these rifles up like it's candy. I really don't know what to say.
What can you?
Like, again, you can pick and prod that round for Might and be like, yeah, they should have flashed here. Yeah, the spacing was poor here. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have reaggressed here. But, like, moral of the story is, party astronauts are checking every box. It's shots hit. It's perfect spacing. It's perfect timing on the ideas. Perfect execution.
It's unironically almost like Might are playing for the strategies of PA. I don't know how to word that any better.
God,
you know what
dude?
I mean?
Screw that. Look at Cxzi. He's literally going to win the round.
Of course.
I know it seems like a stretch. The round is quite literally done.
Unless they waltz into these pistols stacked too far spread, which they have in Chop. I like how he backs up from that. He expects them to be walking in. What else are they supposed to do? Nifty not even able to get away!
It's not even the round-winning flank either. Like, Cxzi's about to walk into A, find both kills, score free. It's just like, bro, what do you do?
Dismantled. Dismantled! Utterly dismantled. These guys went to boot camp and learned how to take apart the gun, but the gun is Might. And to help with putting it back together.
I just don't know what to say, man.
This is just absolutely incredible.
It's a
I have
step
not
above
casted
domination.
a single CS2 game like this.
It's just preponderancy right now from party astronauts.
That's a big word. Can you explain it to me?
It's layman's
Can you Google it and then explain it to me?
Another way of saying domination.
Okay.
Come on now. I was trying to sound smart.
We got our SAT words vocab. Breaking out
yeah.
the old books and breaking out the off on the B side.
Oh!
Wolfie on a near miss. Looked like he had that one just about, but him being so low, I like the confidence to go for the late boost. Now he can zone. Now he can try and find one on the low HP as it were, but that nade sent over the top, nearly finishing the job. Not quite. He still stands, but party astronaut once again sends Cxzi on this walk through a smoke.
No,
Nifty back turn, and the A site is free.
It's again, dude, it's just Cxzi. It's just him. It's just him.
Oh, man.
I don't understand, man. Okay, maybe. Hold on. Nope, never mind. Bentley's like, yeah, you know, Cxzi, you did good. Let me pick up where you left off.
They've got nades still this T side too.
That's true.
That smoke is gonna be pretty much everything.
I was gonna say, where's this CT smoke? Are they gonna just go without it? That is criminal.
A little bit.
And they go, oh, no, wait. Oh my God. No, wait, hold on.
All good.
Why not? Why not? Oh, are we gonna see it?
The player to watch?
I mean, the player to watch, or, right? Yeah. No, yeah, they got it! Oh, I'd be lighting up comms after that
Dream
one.
is dead. Dream is dead. Lighting up comms?
Oh, yeah.
I'm freaking out, man.
Oh, I'd be screaming.
So,
Full
yeah.
H-box pop off, stand up, scream, run around my room.
8 is all they get moment.
Oh, for sure.
8 is all they get. We're back, boys. Woo!
We're so back.
We're so heckin' back.
Oh my lord, dude.
To the chorus, my friend.
There is so much utility thrown into the first, like, 20 seconds. It's actually a little mind-boggling. Like, this was, I think, a full buy for Might. Well, obviously, but utility-wise, it was almost fun, everybody. And we're 30 seconds into the round. Danss has nothing. DJ's on a flash. Nifty has no molly or a nade.
But Cxzi's got an AK.
Sexy things, bro. Alright. He's just a cheat code. He's just a cheat code, man. That's really all it is.
Hold on.
Kills actually don't come through it. And you've still got Scar in front of this smoke. They want to capitalize on before Nifty gets here, and they will.
That's a little bit crazy from Ben Leet, though, knowing he was rotating over from the A site, expecting the AWP to be slow to it, and Wolfie's out in the middle of no man's land as well. The smoke fades, and Nifty is ready for the flick. A big win. The second, third, and fourth kills, albeit, but better late than never at this juncture of the game. You need him to start having these rounds.
There's Nifty. We're calling upon him in the pregame.
There he is. Found him.
Up until this round, I believe he was dead last in the series. But now it's time for a wake-up call. 8 is all they get. But it's kind of funny, because, like, they are still screwed if they lose this round. Like, if Party Astronauts just go back to PA and what they've been doing, like, this is cooked.
Well, this is, again, Cxzi trying to find something in mid on his lonesome, but actually joined by Ben Leet. This might be a recipe for success. I like to see now that he's got a buddy. The system might pay off from what has looked like a great duo from both maps 1 now into map 2. Ben Leet has not been a superstar, but he's given the light over to Cxzi as he passes that torch. He's picked it up with absolute elegance. Wolfie's op has been just as important in this game thus far, but a minute left onto this clock. Utility already sent down, but the spam through sent the way of Scar is a lot stronger of a force to have to be reckoned with, as there are still 2 left over. A blind Cxzi is still a dangerous one, and although DJ remains, it's Danss shot through the smoke that keeps them at a 3v3.
Hey, at least numbers are even for now, but when Rush gets his grubby mitts on it, it won't be for very long. Danss not even taking us out of that molly. I'm a little surprised, but not like Might are hiding their route of reapproach, and I think still at this juncture you kind of have to be going for rounds like this, 3-on-2s, situations that aren't entirely unwinnable, but stretch the imagination are favoring. Op gone, Danss might just be on a mission of retrieval, or swinging into Wolfie's cold-blooded op for a 9th. And as I said, they might be screwed.
Maybe, just maybe. Maybe, just maybe.
Don't call me Shirley.
Here's the instant window smoke for any of y'all looking for a tidbit of info.
He's
Not going to be going out with it for the first time yet. We should be sending it into B, and I like the call, actually. It's a pop. There's nobody home. Thank you. Free real estate.
That's insane. What a call. Oh my god, Wolfie walked into an army, bro. Everybody was there, and Chop hears them stampeding back into the B ramp. Nobody's Trigger discipline! 2 taken for the price of 1, and it's just Scar and Snakes to remain. Time shouldn't be of the utmost importance, but the kills are. Party Astronauts with the flash of lightning grab double digits, and again, it's a stomp out going into the second half.
Well, it was a stomp over on the last map, and in this one, a little bit of breathing coming from the otherwise lifeless body of Might, but not going to be enough in order to get them up and moving, as this round is going to be more important than any other to get them back into the action. 8 the gap, and now the B site looking to be the final point of connection. It is going to be instant, but eventually all the utility will rain through. PA will have no other option but to fight in as Rush is blind. Julie's in the cubby, will fire off, and Chop will be able to support as Rush stands his ground, and the site is closed for the day. Not today, it's all PA.
This wasn't even some, like, horribly executed round by Might. Like, this was a cool idea from them, but just a better counter-execution from Party Astronauts. They're ready for it. Like, that's the utility you need to be throwing when you're playing a site defense like that. It's a perfect smoke to stop them from spacing in. It's perfect flashes to set Rush up for success. It's perfect assistance from players like Ben Leet and Chop. It's just everything going right for Party Astronauts. Force back from Might. What was once breathing room now kind of turns to a nightmarish trap they can't seem to escape from, but for now, they've at least got an underguarded A site, a defense, for what's seemingly to come. The closest nearby to the only assister in Ben Leet is Cxzi, and he's all the way in mid.
Go quiet into the night right now, Might, and we're gonna need to see something more from them. The smoke misses, I think, or the flashbang misses. It's gonna land right back in front of them. This is just the absolute biff. This is just... It's falling to pieces. It's terrible. I hate to be that guy we were talking about yesterday, the words that you don't want to use on broadcast ever, but this is an absolute mop-up from Ben Leet, a USP and an MP9, and there are 5 bodies onto the floor.
This is...
We're missing utility.
Out of here, man.
We're missing utility. Constantly missing utility. How is this happening?
This is painful. This is painful. I don't think we're bound to see this one much longer. No timeouts called, and I'm pretty sure Might have them. So this might be a sign of the times to come. Galil in the mix for danss, who's, I'm not even gonna say been underwhelming, but it's not had many opportunities presented to himself this series. We are just a hop, skip, and a dump from grandmother's out here, and Party Astronauts they can smell the warm cookies. But
yeah, speed run, a 2-map win, any percent.
Unfortunately, there might be some time loss here, because they've got A. Bomb is pathing his way in, and the only one here to stop them is Ben Leet, who's already low. Deeged out of the round. This is what you'd call a problem. What turned from a gold split now may be in the red. Wolfie the only one answering back to save the run. And a Tech 9 at long range on Snakes keeps him in good stead. Rush looking for something more in the rebound, but only thing he's catching is a Deagle bullet. DJ gives another one to Cxzi, and this one is over. Party Astronauts, they can't close it out just yet.
A bump in the road, certainly, but this gap, at this rate, at this stage of the game, it's certainly not one that can be overcome. It's a speed bump more than anything else. Slowing them down from the inevitable final destination. Be saving onto this Galil would be nice, but not being able to hold on to it won't be the worst thing in the world, as they weren't going to be able to full invest into this round regardless.
This has got save written all over it, right?
Like, a little bit of a couple of pistols thrown in, yeah?
I think... Oh, no, never mind. No, it's just a full buy, because, you know, why the hell not, right? I mean, like... Oh, man. I mean, like, it's not a bad buy. It's got an op, it's got 3 MP9s. Like, Bentley literally aced on a force buy. So I'd be a fool to say this is not gonna work out, but it's also missing a lot of infrastructure. No kits, not a ton of utility. The early nade damage isn't really all that meaningful beyond Snakes. And if they lose this map control, that might just be GG no re in this one. Yeah, Flash in Chop gone. And you can't really afford to continue committing here, considering you're in a disadvantage. You don't have, like, any utility left to spare. Any extra mistake is pretty much the round falling the way of Might. If not already.
There's the op. Rings out a shot where danss, for a moment, looked like he couldn't catch his footing on the strafe.
Ooh.
He met with... Oh my god, Rush, that MP9 was wild. He dropped Snakes in the matter of seconds, and was able to find that second as well. A good kill from DJ, pretty instantaneous on to not expecting there to be a second player. That's pretty reasonable if he hits that shot, but even so, a man down, bomb planted. What are you thinking, Anthrant?
I'm thinking they want to retake some map control for a second. It looked like Might were gearing up for a re-aggression in Cave, but I like the call off. The only issue is there is still a lot of utility to help them in this endeavor. Like, you throw a couple of smokes down, left side cut off, no scars trapped on the right. Kill comes through in the favor of the T's, so not all lost on the Western front. But again, remember the game of utility right now that's not currently in the favor of Mike whatsoever. Jumping through the smoke, there is no kit. So with him off of the defuse, they realize it's a foregone conclusion. Party astronauts, they were close. The force buy does not pay out.
They are still human. They can bleed, and might force them to do it for a fourth time. In the last 20, or the last 30, what, 8 rounds?
Hey, man,
my math is way off, actually. I think it's 41.
I was gonna say, I don't think 38 rounds can happen in 2 games, but hey.
Well, hold on, wait. So it was 24 last game, and we're 17 in this one, so 34. Oh wait, it was 13. No, yeah, I'm sorry. My brain went from all 30 rounds played, or I guess in CS:GO, to oh wait, it was a stomp. It was an outright stomp. Yeah, I was a little bit off. My bad. I'd say it's late, but it's not. It's gonna be a walkthrough, I mean, though. With 2 players here to Zeus.
10:30.
No, I
Dude, there's 2 of them. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, no.
I love this.
Oh, no. Dude, it was the bomb. I'm so glad he backed off, because that was the bomb.
Go back. Go back.
I mean, they don't have to. I kind of like the weird setup that Party Astronauts have taken up. They're setting Wolfie up for success, right? Like, you want him to find the first kill. You want them to miss space when going into the re-aggression. Oh, that's so huge. That is so big. Bomb. Oh. I thought maybe drop Cxzi. Oh, he does find the kill on Scott. Wait, did they not see that? Hello, that was the bomb carrier. So,
team? Wait.
I don't know what they're cooking, man. The food's burned. The food is burned, bro.
DJ is bomb.
I know, but Rush saw it.
Oh. I thought, okay. I thought you meant the aiming.
No.
Here's Wolfie. Oh, DJ's.
You wouldn't dare read this guy, right?
Unless it's a double swing, it is.
I got no idea what was being cooked up there, but y'all gotta put the spatulas down. Like, man. After Rush sees the bomb on the cross, I'm surprised, because you see Wolfie just instantly transition to mid. Like, I'm not entirely sure what the thought process was. But it's good enough to keep Might alive. Yeah. And that's what's important. Why are they force buying?
It's not a force.
Wolfie has $150.
Yeah, he can. I was gonna say he can buy something like an MP9 in the next if you really want. I don't know. He sold it. Okay. Oh, and maybe not a next round. I don't know. This has got bad news written all over it, and they're still going into the B ramp. Isolated kill, untradeable asset. They're just gonna keep drop here, and look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god, Wolfie. They're already through on the flank. Wolfie, any sort of distraction whatsoever, utility whatsoever, distraction for players in Cave, it doesn't matter. Even die to the fire, that's better than getting this up for free. Bentley, oh my god, he has the world on his shoulders. Bomb spotted, Geek's coming in. This might be done. A 3-on-2. Extra damage coming through in friendly fire. But guns litter the floor for pretty much anybody who wants them. Chop, I love this. He just sits around in B, waiting for them to make the next move, but he won't hear them creep into Cave. And there's no world where they transition back to B ramp. So this is an open avenue that right now Might are taking full advantage of. And Chop isn't going to dare jiggle. He can't afford to. He's the only prong in this B approach. Amender Molly clearing out the site, seeing nobody around. They can only assume now that there's one at the bottom of the ramp. The player who'd walked through earlier on and an MP9 picked up. Not the greatest weapon for the job, but he needs to await the arrival of Rush and Wolfie. Sure, they're already having 2 into this round. Swing towards long with only the one is going to be almost instantaneously reverted, as it is going to be the one man on a mission with HP not really enough to support it as he's taking shots to the shoulder. It's the SMG onto the swing, and they get it done. Why are they force buying, you ask? And they answer with a resounding 13th and a second map win consecutively. They take Ancient.
Dude, it's not even a force buy, man. It's a save. Like, it was a force buy on Wolfie. He misbought, he sold it back, and then beyond like 2 MP9s, that was just pistols. Party Astronauts, like, you can say it's a bump in the road at the end, but in reality, it's them letting off the gas, it feels like, because when they snapped back in and when they got serious, there was no stopping this team, and I just don't know what the answer would have been there for Mike. There were a lot of series.